that opposes motion between two surfaces that are touching. There are 4 types of friction:
Static friction.
Sliding friction.
rolling friction,
and fluid friction.
Friction depends on the types of surfaces and the force applied. Static friction acts on objects when they are resting on a surface.
As the man continues to walk, notice his foot that it does not slide around. This is because of static friction.
Sliding friction is friction that acts on objects when they are sliding over a surface.
Notice how the book slides across the table, but then stops before coming off the table. This is because of sliding friction.
rolling friction is friction that acts on objects when they are rolling over a surface.
The ground is smooth in this instance, so the ball continues to roll. If it were any bit rougher, there would be a greater rolling friction, and the ball would stop sooner.
Fluid friction is friction that acts on objects that are moving through a fluid.
These properties don't only take place in a fluid, but also a gas. If you ever stick your hand out a moving car, out the window, you can feel the air pushing your hand backwards.
This is what gravity looks like.
Gravity is the force that pulls an object towards another object, for example, Earth.
What?
Since the Earth is very big, this small ball is attracted to it. Gravity depends on 2 major things: the mass of the objects used and the distance between them.
Baby, are you down, 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 down? Baby, are you down, 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 down?
Hey guys, Sid the Kid here. I don't just torture toys, now I do science, and I'm going to show you what projectile motion looks like.
Projectile motion is defined as a form of motion in which an object or particle called a projectile is thrown near the Earth's surface, and it moves along a curved path under the action of gravity only. Throwing a ball is an example of projectile motion because, as you see, when you throw it, it starts to curve down due to gravity.
The combination of gravity's pull towards Earth and the ball's linear momentum gives it that arc that we see in the video.
Wow, that was cool.
I know, right?
Wow, that was cool.
Tension is when you can stretch an object and have it turn back to its original shape.
This is what compression looks like. Sponsored by Shindenta.
Compression is when you compress an object and it can turn back into its original form. This is an example of compression. When I squeeze the ball and let go, the ball goes back to its original shape.